feel like exploring here would be a lot better when I can hopefully ride Koraidon. I like that the crystals actually have reflections on them. Even if they get a little wacky. A lot of Terra shards. I feel like it would have been neat. These are all from Pokemon items, so you won't be able to pick them up. But I feel like it would have been neat if you could just pick up Terra shards off of the, like, shiny ground. But as it stands, you don't really have that option, do you? And again, that is a big issue because the grind for Terra shards seems annoying. Okay, this way did seem like progress, so we'll just keep going. Or it didn't really matter which way I went, who knows. I'm kind of annoyed that the map looks the way it does. I would be happy if it at least, like, showed us in the crater and not just where it is right now. Because where it is annoying me. At the very least, if the map's not going to do anything, just get rid of it. Don't have it be there for this part. I knew Dunsparce was really a magical Pokemon. That's why it's down here. Yeah, maybe both ways would have been progress, because we kind of ended up... a lot of Glamours right here. Did Glamours mention anything about Area 0? When does Pokemon detect faint? Nope. I was just wondering because it seems like they're trying to tie it to this place. There's an item though! Just built that into a crystal, or did the crystal grow over it? Have we finally reached the deepest part, or as deep as we can go? We made it! Ready to see if those legends of treasure down here are for real? Yeah, right. That's just fluff they write to fill the textbooks. Rototo. Clive? Hello, children. You've done well to make it here. The structure you see before you is Zero Lab. That's where you are, right, Professor? But wait, why does it look like the whole place is being swallowed up by crystals? The crystals here in Area Zero possess a peculiar energy. This energy can alter the function of living things and optimize the performance of machinery. It is the same energy that allows Pokemon to terastallize. So this entire building's been terastallized? Is that what you're saying? What type is it? Don't be silly, Arven. The professor implied something important about Terra Orbs just now. They're made from the crystals down here in Area Zero, aren't they? Didn't we know that, though? Indeed, though not many know it. I thought many did. Since you have disabled all 4 locks, the gate to the Zero Lab should now open for me. Maybe I just, like, assumed. They didn't mention exactly that she made Terra Orbs, right? I feel like it shouldn't have been that surprising that they came from down here, though. Gate to Zero Lab should now be open, but once you open the gate, you will quickly be confronted with a dangerous Pokemon inside. They will likely make a break for it. Dangerous Pokemon? Can you at least tell us what it is? With the 4 of you working together, you should be able to best them. Prepare yourselves well, then open the gate. You got me and Rogue here. It doesn't matter what we're up against. We'll be fine. Ha, well then. That puts all my worries to rest. Is it just going to be like a bunch of Pokemon coming out of there? They can't be that big. A small door. Open it. Open the gate. Hold it! Oh, wow, we're finally on the cusp of getting into the lab. Look, if it's true that a bunch of really dangerous Pokemon might come at us, then shouldn't we also have Koraidon help? Koraidon's scared. Yeah, if Koraidon were like how we first saw it in the Inlet Grotto, that'd be a huge help. I want to see it battle. But it hasn't even wanted to let us ride it ever since we came down to Area 0, and it can't enter its battle form in the first place. But it's really strong, I know it is. It ate all those Urban Mystica we found too. When it really matters, I'm sure it'll fight. In Area 0, it's where it used to live. If you bring it out of its ball now, maybe it'll be able to find its family too, right? That's pretty sensible by your standards, Arven. Huh, I don't know. Go on, Rogue, let Koraidon out. Okay, let's see it freak out. It hates it? A Gaia? Alright, come on, Rogue. Now that we've got Koraidon ready, it's time to open that gate. Some crusty Dorito gate. Oh! I feel like they should have had scenes of like other Koraidon following us. Grog! Family reunion! It's happening! Yeah, Koraidon looks like it loves it. Whoa, no way! Growl! A Gaia! Yeah, it doesn't look friendly. No, something's not right. The Doritos, they've opened! Okay, goodbye. That Koraidon was ready to, like, bitch slap the other one. Yans. Huh? What's wrong? Are you bummed that your heartwarming family reunion got cut off so quickly? Like, you saw what happened, right? Are you joking? Yeah, Penny knows. There was nothing heartwarming about it. We were this close to getting caught up in a nasty brawl. Wait, for real? Nimona, you love battles. Didn't you see that happening? Just look at Koraidon. Poor thing's terrified. Guess that other one isn't exactly its pal. Yeah, the other Pokemon was giving off some real bad vibes. Not that you should worry a thing about any of that. Once we get it back into your battle form, I'm sure it'll be going toe-to-toe against that jerk. If, you know, if you want to. Heals. Sorry, guess that doesn't really help, huh? You think the other Koraidon was one of the dangerous Pokemon the professor warned us to watch out for? But didn't the professor say the dangerous Pokemon would come out from inside? You mean from inside the gate we just... Gasp! Oh. Hello. Look at that Amoonguss. Rumble, rumble, rumble. I thought it would be like all of one type, not just like a gaggle of them. What the? I guess it takes a minute to load. Oh, that's a lot of Amoonguss. Free! We're surrounded. And it's pretty obvious they're not here to roll out a friendly welcome mat. There's no way we can handle this many, says Penny in Arven's voice, because she likes to mock him. And don't tell me they're all ancient Pokemon. Look at our Amoonguss's sharp teeth. We've got a little disaster on our hands here. Cute. Look, even that fellow's ready to bail. Then I guess it's my turn. I've been waiting. Come on, Rogue, let's do this together. I might keep Grafai out and just... Oh, never mind, we're gonna fight Donphan instead. I was gonna say, if we were fighting Amoonguss, going with Grafai and just gun-shotting immediately probably is gonna be good. I would assume at the very least it keeps its grass typing. I can't imagine it being a poison something type. Kill a Wattrel. How many Amoongusses are we gonna have to fight? Good thing you didn't close combat me. That would have probably still hurt. Lycanrock's dead. Nimona, what are you doing? Send out a better Pokemon. You know, that Donphan does still seem pretty massive. So it just seems like, generally speaking, they are just massive beasts. Very cool. Wow, they're strong. Now this is a worthwhile challenge. Now this is pod racing. I'm glad you're on our side, but you're still really annoying when you say stuff like that. Gas bass da da da. Yo, why are they coming at me? Vogue, help me out here. I would imagine, even though they're not showing it, that hopefully like Nimona and Arven are also battling. Oh, it's got like 4 legs. Weird. I didn't get to see it because it goes by so fast, but I think Penny's thing also mentions like Team Star. Ow. Good thing I have that citrus berry. Now I'll outspeed that sucker punch for sure. They said it miss. Okay, so yeah, gunshot's still fine. Not very effective. What would that be? Fairy again? Is like everything here fairy? I'm gonna acrobatics. Don't sucker punch me. Ow. I said don't. I just want to acrobatics to make sure that the gunk shot won't miss again. Well, again, but you know, that I don't have to risk it missing it. God, the ancient past must have been terrifying. A Gaius! Oh no, they're running away! Yeah, and? Those Pokemon get out, we're gonna have a gigantic mess on our hands. We gotta go after him, Penny. Why me? Wait, gotta hold on, Nimona, and why do I get the feeling you're enjoying all this? Oh, okay. They're not part of this story. Hope the two of them can handle their part. But at least the crowd's been thinned out now. Guess it's up to us to deal with what's left. We're gonna have to fight that one. Let's go for the strong-looking one first. So what is Ghost Fairy even weak to? I don't think there's anything that's that type besides this. Dark was neutral, so other ghost types probably are fine, right? I would assume. Outsped my Defy, I see. Maybe that's why you're a bit of a menace. Oh, Steel type would definitely work. Yeah, so I could have looked. I forgot that it tells me how effective moves are without them actually being in battle. Yeah, so you're still weak to ghosts. Okay. Really, didn't want to use Mystic Fire on me? Probably would have been better. I'm assuming the other, I missed their names. What were the Amoonguses' names? I didn't look at it. The power of friendship had us perfectly in sync, all thanks to our Titan hunting together. Yeah, we're best buds, Arven. Oh, still scared, huh? You worry you might have to face that other one of your kind? Well then, let me take on some of the burden. These stragglers should be nothing. Me and Mavistiff here can take them. Warf. Toro, you take your partner there and go take care of business. But they'll die. Come on. If you're not even gonna rely on your friends, then who are you gonna rely on? Mavistiff here is raring to go. Leave this to us. Wow, woo! Koraidon. You really ruined my whole childhood, you know. Okay, great, Arven. It's not like seeing you cowering and scared out of your wits makes me feel any better about it. You've got amazing powers, if you just use them. And you've got us too, so, don't you even think about losing to that jerk. I don't know why I said so fast. Be brave, stand up and fight. Guess I can look at the Pokedex, and if I'm not allowed to talk to you. Boot Bonnet. I like how, like, he's battling them, I guess, but they're just kind of chilling and watching. Oh, everyone got healed up. Citrus berry. Go. I went past it, I think. Oh no, alphabetical order. I guess we'll save and then move on. I thought Penny and Nimona left because, like, Arven was going to come with us to, you know, confront his mom. And it didn't really actually have anything to do with them. They were just here because they're friends, huh? Really fell into this tunnel. Human presence detected within the Zero Lab. Really? This is what we're doing? How spiky your hair is. Deactivating sleep mode. Really? Oh, the ice went. I like that, like, jagged motion she did. Hello, Rogue. Thank you for coming. Roar! Oh, that's the bad one. Oh, you master ball it. No, back to your ball. That one is far less tractable and far more aggressive than the one you're traveling with. Your Koraidon fled Area Zero because it lost to the other one in a territorial struggle. Agaias. I'm afraid that there is something for which I must apologize. I am not the true Professor Seda. She made a robot of herself. What are you talking about? I'm an artificial intelligence the professor created imbued with her memories and knowledge. In short, I'm an AI-powered robot. Why would she make it look exactly like herself? The real professor passed away during the incident that destroyed Research Station number 4. Passed away? Pokemon was not to be blamed. It was the original professor who failed to accurately judge its full power. I believe the professor wanted nothing more than for the Koraidon to survive and thrive. That is why she threw herself in front of your Koraidon in an attempt to protect it. Oh. So in the territorial fight, she tried to protect this one, and the other one killed her? From the time I first reached out to Director Clavel and asked to be put in contact with you, I was never more than an AI. I'd assume then that when Koraidon went flying and then, like, got hungry and fell on a beach, that was, like, escaping from that incident. But the reason I asked you to come to me is because I have one last thing to do here at the Zero Lab, and I desire your help. In short, I wish for you to put a stop to the time machine the original professor created. So Seda created an AI robot person, copy of herself, and a time machine. Any question can be addressed as we make our descent. Follow me. Arven? Arven, you might want to come in here, Arven. This is wild. I don't think I need to heal because they healed me themselves, but it was weird when she was like saying like processing student ID number. You can see a strange rock-like clump of something inside the machine. This is silly. Like, this is kind of cool, but also really silly. I didn't want to rest. I want to look up math. Hang on, there's something written here. In order to better defend the Zero Lab, I have developed what I call the Pokeball Lock System. Once it has identified IDs associated with specific Pokeballs, it can, the rest of it's too faded, lock? Defend the lab and, what? It's weird. All this is weird. Like, what? Like, she just develops random stuff. Various research documents are scattered on the desk. That one really looks like I should be able to read it. Give me this. An item be held by Pokemon with certain abilities, energy that fills. Give me a minute. This. An enemy held by Pokemon with certain abilities, the energy that fills its capsule boosts the strength of the Pokemon. Okay. What? With certain abilities? You say so. See strange rock-like clumps. I don't think any of these are unique. They're all the same rock-like clumps. Okay, what's going on? This elevator will take us down to the lower levels. Step inside. Is that... Rogue, it truly is a great relief to me that you came. I will answer any questions you may have. Is there anything you wish to know? All of it? What? As I explained to you before, the original professor no longer exists. During the destruction of the research station, her physical body received grievous injuries that left it unable to sustain life. I am afraid that this fact may be difficult for her son, Arven, to accept. I now manage the Zero Lab in the original professor's place. Is there anything else? What is this time machine? The time machine is a device that the original professor and I worked on together. Sends Pokeballs to a different point on the timeline to catch Pokemon there, and it can then draw them back here to the present, only through Pokeballs. Then look at her abs. I know she's like a robot, but man, those are good abs. Man-made abs. Timeline to catch Pokemon there, and then draw them back here to the present. When she was alive, Professor Seda had a great fascination with the Pokemon from another age, what you might call ancient Pokemon. Even as we speak, the time machine continues to automatically draw ancient Pokemon in this time. Is there anything else you wish to know? An AI is an artificial intelligence created by a human being. Computer draws on the original professor's knowledge and memories to calculate all of my thoughts and actions. The results of those calculations are expressed by this mechanical body, built to resemble the professor in every way. Why though? Like, I get that she, like, needed someone that can, like, work like her, but why did it have to look exactly like her, and why couldn't she just make it a robot? Humanity does not, in fact, possess the knowledge to develop such a sophisticated AI at present, but the crystals that make up the Zero Lab have made such a thing possible here. They are also why I cannot leave this place. Is there anything else? What is it you really want? The original professor had a dream of a world in which ancient Pokemon might live alongside present-day Pokemon in harmony. This really gets into like a Team Magma, Team Aqua kind of thing. Like the other one's gonna be, I had a dream that future Pokemon can come to the past because I like robots. But these Pokemon's powers seem to stem from a primal energy of the ancient past. And this energy has proved too terrible. Their very existence brings destruction to the ecological balance of this modern age. Yeah, that tends to happen when you introduce a different species. The original professor would say that such destruction is a natural part of life. At present, the barrier around Area Zero is still working to keep the ancient Pokemon from escaping into the rest of Paldea, except for that huge-ass Great Tusk. But we've begun to see Pokemon appear that can break the barrier, such as Great Tusk. Eventually, they will break free of this wall garden known as Area Zero and run rampant across the Paldea region. And when they do, the rich and varied ecosystem of Paldea will be trampled beneath their coming. I may have been created as a copy of the professor, and yet I cannot seem to find the logic in allowing such a tragedy to occur. But any hope of preventing it would require overcoming the greatest AI that the original professor ever devised. Rogue, you have become a formidable trainer. Now use that strength you have gained to destroy the dream Seda once cherished. Okay. I appreciate your willingness to help. We have reached the lowest level. Well, that sure is a lot of crystal. It doesn't look great the way it shifts. I don't know if that was like an intended effect, but it's kind of odd. It's like the animation resets and it throws me off. Behold! This is the time machine we perfected using the power of the terrestrial phenomenon. It sure is a crystal. I'm gonna go in the past. I'm not allowed to. To stop the time machine, you will need to use the professor's ID, which has been embedded within the Scarlet's book. It was very like the professor to put the final key we would need in that book, of all places. She loved that volume since childhood. Replace the Scarlet book upon the pedestal here, you will be able to stop the time machine. And just slap that thing in. There's just one issue. If you try to stop the machine, I will most likely attack you. Uh-oh. Artificial being that I am, my own desires can be overridden by the system's programming. Once that happens, I'm afraid I will become no more than a battle machine, bound to defeat anyone identified as an obstacle by my code. But a battle machine that will send out Pokemon and not, like, you know, just try to choke out a child. My battling abilities are peerless. They are built upon analysis of all the battles carried out by the various champions of the Paldea region. Having seen the bond between you and your Pokemon, however, I believe you can prevail. That's silly. Once you have readied yourself for this fight, please place the Scarlet Book upon the pedestal. I mean, okay. Yeah, I don't know. What am I supposed to expect here? The only issue might be if I'm underleveled, but when does that stop me? ID confirmed. Professor Seda, access granted, initiating emergency shutdown. Please wait. Please wait. Access denied. Shutdown command overridden. Reinitializing. It is upon you now, Rogue. Up to you now. I don't know why I said upon it. AI Seda switching to sleep mode, activating offensive protocols. Couldn't we have, like, I don't know, shut you down before this? Please, defeat me. At last. At last, my dream is within reach. And you're getting in the way. That smirk. Robot smirk. Also, that's not how robots talk. They don't just throw sevens in there. That's silly. The movement, the subtle movement's pretty good. AI Seda has initiated a battle. It's weird eyes. I don't know what you think you are, but I'm not about to let anyone get in the way of my goals. What would I assume? Would it keep bug typing or would it keep fire typing? U-turn is not gonna help. I think bug would resist bug, right? I think going Great Tusk would be the best option, right? We're at least well, apparently has low sweep, so it's fighting. This is the power the ancient past holds. Splendid, isn't it? It low sweeped me. Earthquake and hope that it's a fire type. Might still be a bug type, honestly. Honestly, the moves that it has doesn't really tell me anything that I need to know. So it has to be bug. I'm gonna hope that you just try to lunge me again. Bug. Bug definitely resists ground, so. Headbutt. Don't miss. Now this is interesting. Child, do you actually understand ancient Pokemon's weaknesses? Apparently. Oh, like, it's really funny that she says that, because it's really just a matter of what's the hardest thing that you can have with this fight, not knowing what they're weak against. At least we know what Flutter Mane is. You are really fast, though, aren't you? I'm gonna Volt Switch and hope. Nope, too fast for me. Sorry, Kilowattrel. But we can switch to Tinkaton and just get a Gigaton hammer. You might be able to hurt hard with Mystic Fire, but I think we would be able to easily deal with you afterwards. I don't think it would kill. It might kill. I hope it doesn't kill. Oh boy, that was a lot of damage. Do you imagine you can best the wealth of data at my disposal with your human brain? Special attack fell. That really sucks. I needed my special attack. Lost some HP. Alright, Fruit Bonnet. I don't know if I want to just stay in to avoid issues. As long this is at least getting closer to that kind of battle I want. Brick Break is super effective. What are you? This will play rough. Well, now Tinkaton's dead. I'm accepting it. I probably shouldn't, honestly. Not knowing what's coming out next, I shouldn't really just willy-nilly let this happen. We can Skeledirge and Torch Song. Well, Earth Power's a problem. I don't know what speed looks like. Okay. I figured it would be slow because it's an Amoonguss, but, you know, these have different stats. Oh, I didn't even notice its tail before. That's silly. Sandy Shocks. Look at its legs. It's got a little tail too. I like the use of the what is it? Magnet dust. It's like the Alolan Golem. Earth Power. Ow. Ow. Too bad I don't have Kilowattrel. You're gonna outspeed. So this is what I'm thinking, right? Its name is Sandy Shocks. I'm assuming it's still electric typing. With Earth Power, maybe it is just ground electric. I'm assuming it'll still try to use Earth Power. We'll resist with Tatsugiri, and then it should try to go for a electric move after that if it still retains its electricity. Or it'll just discharge me. Good. Oh, the good paralysis. Well, if it discharges what it has... If we don't get paralyzed, Earth Power shouldn't do as much as discharge. Please don't paralyze me. Thanks! Very cool, Tatsugiri. Tatsugiri really got... Tatsugiri's not going to be able to do anything now. Yeah, that was a waste of Tatsugiri there, but... The paralysis and my prediction did not pan out. Great Tusk should be fine, I think. Sandy Shock really threw me for a loop. Of course, because you're a special attacker and you still have relatively good speed because you got legs. Unsurprisingly, this is getting a little rough, but... Scream Tail. I don't really have an option to just switch in. I really have no option here. We can Gunk Shot for super effective, but I don't think we're gonna really be able to do much here. Do I want to start? I really don't want to use items. I think I'd rather just fail to fight and then try again. We have to just hope the Gunk Shot hits and hope that it hits hard enough. Good. Yeah, I like missing. Please don't kill. Yeah. Would have been good to have. Oh, critical hits. Always helpful. Just as calculated a critical hit to your Pokemon, it's time you simply gave up, child. Yeah, I'm gonna say we don't have this. I think, like, one thing here... Well, the fact that Screamtail's 66 and my best Pokemon 66 means that... I shouldn't use the excuse that I'm under-leveled, but... I'm gonna use that excuse a little bit. You have no more Pokemon that can fight? Why did I give her money? She's an AI. She's not gonna know how to use money. What? Okay, camera. Hurry back to a safe location, shielding your exhausted Pokemon. Oh, this is a safe location. Hey, my Pokédex has been updated. Okay, well, so... Where were we? We knew that, we knew that Air Slash did decent, right? We learned that it was bug. So we can just start with Kilowattrel instead. And at the very least, starting off with a more favorable lead will more than likely help us a little bit with that. And I'll try not to sack my Pokemon as much. I got a little too carried away because of the, how I bodied Nimona and Gita. Oh, I need to place the book again. The fact that I've seen the Pokemon now and will be able to at least look at what their weakness is will absolutely help, though. How many did we face? We faced Volcarona. We faced Fluttermane, Screamtail, Sandy Shocks. So, like, 2 more. I don't know if they're just gonna have like a Donphan. Yeah, I wasn't able to defeat you. You were too strong. I would say, well, I played it pretty poorly. How many Master Balls did you have? Because basically that was just saying that you like time traveled a Pokeball and quickly caught something. I guess all of these were Master Balls, right? I think if I had kept Kilowattrel around 2 to take Earthquakes. I don't know what you think you are, but I'm not about to let anyone get in the way of my goal. Not to mention, dude, Kilowattrel would be a perfect counter for the moves that we've seen from Sandy Shocks. Also, Air Slash was the perfect move for frickin' Slither. Now, interesting. Yeah, I do actually understand its weakness, because now I can see it. Slither Wing's weird. It had, like, legs. Alright, Fluttermane. It's absolutely going to outspeed, because it seems very fast. I don't think I have a great option for you, though. You have Shadow Ball. I would assume this one has Power Gem, and that's what it wants to throw out. So maybe I should go Tinkaton. Take the Power Gem, then Gigaton. Gigaton worked. We can survive a Mystic Fire. Unless if you decide to Mystic Fire me, in which case that's upsetting. I'm just assuming based on what we saw from the one in the wild. Yeah, Power Gem. Hard predicted. Get wrecked. This is the power of the ancient past holds. Splendid, isn't it? Now what I could do, because you are going to outspeed, is Terrasilize into a Dark type just to avoid. Not only that, but like Jigglypuff had Zen Headbutt. So we would be able to have a safe switch if we keep Tinkaton around. trying to just think about... The only other thing I would maybe think about is Kilowattrel, but... I wouldn't... Not sure. I'm not sure if I want to do that right now. I think I have to. Because if I don't, then Tinkaton's gonna basically be useless after that hit from Mystic Fire. So at the very least, this will maybe mitigate some of that. And if Tinkaton still takes too much damage, we at least now have, well, I say now have an immunity, but then we don't have an immunity to poison. I'd say that helped pretty well. We would have, like, Tinkaton might still be able to get some decent work done now, compared to the other Mystic Fire outright, putting us to, like, nothing HP. You know what? Yeah, maybe it would be good to learn close combat now. Alright, Scream Tail's coming out. It's Psychic Fairy, so it's not going to go for Psychic move. It's going to go for a Fairy move. I would assume a Fairy, like, play rough, right? Grafai would resist it, and then we could try Gunk Shot again. I don't know what Grafai can really do for any of this. I don't want to, like, sack Grafai. I guess I'm hoping that this will... He'll be able to take the hit, maybe get unburdened. Oh wait, he took the hit. Now, the thing is, though, we missed last time. I don't know if this will do good damage. At least it didn't miss. Ah, pretty good, but not good enough. Oh, the poison. Let's go. Too bad I don't have Protect. And then Zen Headbutt most likely will kill him. Oh, Grafai loves me? That was just luck. Did you imagine you can invest the wealth of data I disposed of human brain? That it didn't tell me that Grafai held on for my sake. That was just a low enough roll. For safety's sake, I am going to Acrobatics, because we should be able to kill at that range, unless if you have like a Sucker Punch. Although I could have also U-turned, but I probably want to save that for whatever comes out next, since I'm going to outspeed most likely. Thanks to Unburden. Brute Bonnet. Do I want to stay in, actually? How did we deal with Brute Bonnet before? And what was it weak to? It's weak to low kick. And U-turn super effective. So I think Dark typing actually is going to be the thing here. So U-turn might be good. Oh, you could have had Sucker Punch. U-turn was pretty good. I feel like that has to have been... I might be wrong about... I think Poison would resist Bug, though. What would you try to do to me? You definitely wouldn't want to use a Grass move. So I think what you would do is something that Great Tusk can take. And also, you're not really fast, so we should be able to Ice Spin you. Earth Power. Oh, critical hit. Apparently, you're not much of a special attacker. Just as calculated, a critical hit. Outspeed? Yes. Good. So yeah, I think Grass Dark would be what you are then. Because Rock would, I think, cause Bug to be neutral. Ground would... I guess you could have been Grass Ground? Sandy Shocks had Earth Power. Do I want to switch Great Tusk out? You will not be able to discharge me at all. But if I send Kilowattrel out, we don't have any options. You are absolutely a ground type. Which means that, well, Earthquake would be better. Earth Power is going to hurt. I don't think it'll kill, but the next one will, so I probably would have to switch to Kilowattrel. or just let that work out. Great Tusk didn't have enough HP last time, right? Roaring Moon. Everything is proceeding with my expectations. I'm afraid the probability of you winning is 0. I did lose once, so I'll accept that. Yo. Mega Salamence returns. Booster energy was used up. Oh, that's the certain move. Oh, I could have given that to Great Tusk then. So is that your last Pokemon? Do you Terrasilize that? How do I know what you're weak to? I've never seen you before. So I'm assuming you're still a dragon. I want to say just Dark again. Close combat would hit the hardest, but I'm sure you will outspeed me. I think like now that you're the last Pokemon left, I can't really switch out. The attack boost is going to be real scary. I have... Yeah, Tatsuguri is going to really be able to do this. Tinkaton I don't think can take a hit. That attack boost is a real bit of a problem. Not very effective, definitely Dark type. And U-turn and low kick work. This is going to be a problem. I hope I outspeed with U-turn. Good. Alright, that's decent enough damage. If worse comes to worse, I might just have to sack everyone for U-turns. What are you going to use against me here? I'm going to go Kilowattrel just in case if it has like a ground move. Because there was a chance, right? There was a chance and I took that chance. Air Slash. We either outspeed or we don't and make it a flinch. We didn't get a flinch, Stone Edge hurts. I'm kind of cheesing the end of this fight, and I apologize for that. But this thing scares me. It got an attack boost and it hurts a lot. Like, the fact that that Dragon Claw that hit Donphan looked like it was gonna hurt a lot no matter what, even though Donphan didn't have a lot of HP left. Grafai really pulled through at the end there. Tatsuguri was in the back. Impossible. Tatsuguri was there for moral support. No way that would have survived the Dragon Claw if Donphan didn't survive a Dragon Claw. And no way it was going to outspeed. Rogue! Why is my mom twitching? What is this? Did you already beat all the baddies without me? Okay, out with it, you. Who are you, really? Thank you for everything. The time machine has finally... She has finally been stopped. You're really not my mom, are you? Oh, look how big you've grown. So proud of you, my... It's kind of messed up. Sorry, you were alone so long or over it. Mom? Security system failure. Security system failure. Threats to time machine detected. Threats to time machine detected. Whoa, what's going on here? Penny, did you even hack anything here? Is another army of Pokemon on its way here? It cannot be. An obstacle is preventing the time machine from performing as intended. Activating Paradise Protection Protocol to remove the offending obstacle. What was keeping the time machine running truly all the professor cared about? Blocking all Pokeballs except those registered to Sata's ID. Wait, what? Oh, is that what I read? Program initializing gathering stressful energy. I'm sorry, children. I am a crystal now. This is too much for you. So, like, you must run. Was Seda able to make the machines control the terrestrializing, or AI Seda disabled Paradise Protection Protocol initialized? Or is it that, like, the Terra Crystals are actually controlling all of this in some fashion? There was the redacted Pokemon. You are not getting in my way. You are challenged by AI. Paradise Protection Protocol, that was cool. That was fun. Oh, Koraidon. Right, because there's two, obviously. Go, Kilowattrel! Oh, no! I'm gonna battle it. You can't battle without a Pokemon on the field. What do you know? It's true our Pokeballs won't work. How are we even supposed to battle? We're gonna die down here. Pokemon. Let's go. Yo, let's go. Because Koraidon was out of its Pokeball. Wasn't it? Wait. Oh no, it belongs to Seda. Never mind. It's because it belongs to Seda. It was Seda's Pokeball. I thought Koraidon was still out of its Pokeball. Do it! Yo, this is pretty hype. I believe. I was like super scared before. It's a little silly to have the like Pokeball lock thing, but you know, for this to be how it works, that's cool. Koraidon's always been in the party. It's gonna suck if I lose this fight. Maga! A Gaia. Sunlight turned harsh. Or a Calcum Pulse. Wasn't Koraidon turned the sunlight harsh? So, like, can I look at... Oh, I can't look at everything. Collision Course, Flamethrower, Fighting Dragon, Endure, Terra Blast. The best thing is going to be to Terrasilize, because we don't have any other, like, dark moves. Turns the sunlight harsh when a Pokemon enters a battle. The Ancient Pulse, drumming through the Pokemon also boosts its attack stats in harsh sunlight. Transforms and crashes to the ground, causing a massive prehistoric explosion. This move's power is boosted more than usual if it's a super effective hit. Well, it won't be. I'm assuming you're a physical attacker. Yep. Look at those legendary stats. Level 68. Can we Terrasilize? We cannot. Why do we have Terra Blast if we can't Terrasilize? Collision Course. Oh. I like how it has Taunt while I have Endure. Endure feels very much like a I got beat, so I'm scared. I'm gonna endure the hit, while Taunt's like, yeah, I'm aggressive. It changed into its battle form. Let's go, Koraidon. You got this. I'm assuming it doesn't have any actual dragon moves. It's weird that it gave me... Like, Flamethrower's not going to do anything. It gave me Terra Blast, but I don't have... You will fall here within the Garden Paradise and achieve nothing in the end. Hope that I get a burn on you. Like that. That did nothing, but then Collision Course is only gonna... You will not be allowed to destroy my paradise. Obstacles to my goals will be eliminated. What did it just use? I wasn't paying attention. I honestly wasn't paying attention. It boosted its stats, but I didn't see what it was. This looks like it could be bad. Hang in there, Rogue. This battle is a bit longer than I think I would like for what... It says I am the superior, fall and become a foundation upon which my dreams may be built. You have to get that. Okay. Oh, Koraidon toughed it out so I wouldn't feel sad. Am I supposed to win this? Why wouldn't you just give me a dragon move? You took that hit like a champ. You can do this. I know you can. I'm at 1 HP. Oh, my attack rose sharply because I got the power of friendship. Thank you. I guess, is that the idea that, like, the power of friendship is letting this Koraidon hold on? Oh, man, can you really pull off a win here? This doesn't look good. Hey, Rogue, your Terror Orbs... I wanted to do that. Why couldn't I do that earlier? Rogue, Koraidon, terrestrialize and finish this off. Yeah, so I think this was all very scripted. Although... I think all my stats are boosting. I'm saying I could use a speed boost here. Yeah. Because the other one outsped me. I wonder, though, how this works out if you didn't do how this is supposed to play out. I would imagine then the, like, holding on was supposed to happen because, like, the bond you built with it, the bond with everyone else, boosted stats, you know, like, feel-good kind of moment. But having to wait for Terra Blast seems a little silly. Obviously, because it would have just decimated it. I wonder how much of that was scripted to do how it went. You defeated the Paradise Protection Protocol. Very good. Give it a minute. You did it! It's not going berserk anymore? How very astounding to think that you would manage to defy even the original professor's final protections. Are you back to normal? Yes, a completely unforeseen outcome even from an AI possessing the most sophisticated technology ever conceived. Even on the brink of despair, you children did not give in and instead proved your worthiness. Showing the wisdom to think for yourselves, the courage to hold faith in your friends, and the fortitude to do what had to be done. No matter how difficult your own past may have been, I believe you will be capable of walking whatever paths you choose for yourselves now, with pride. I thank you, Rogue. I thank all of you children. This truly is your treasure, but I'm afraid that the time machine cannot be put to a complete stop so long as I am here. It appears I myself am part of the system that ensures the machine's reboots when stopped. Huh, what does that mean? I am sorry. You know, when I was watching you all on your own adventures from down here, I felt a sense of jealousy. I envied you, your freedom. The way that you came together working in league with your fellows and caring for them. The way that you sought strength and to better yourselves, throwing all you are into battles. The way that you would face down even the greatest enemies to save that which you loved. The way that you never ceased to seek nor to fight for a treasure of your own. A guy! Ah, and the way that you soared free through the very skies on those wings of yours, the ones that come out of your head. I wish that I too might be as free as you all, free to seek out that which I might treasure. Above all else, not bound. Your own treasure? As long as I remain here, the time machine will not stop, for I am inexplicably connected to it. So I've made a decision. I will use the time machine to journey to the world of the ancient past that I have dreamed of. What? You can't just leave now, right when we finally reached you? I'm not going only so that the time machine can be stopped. I also cannot deny my desire to see that ancient world for myself. Is this what it feels like to have your heart race with the thrill of adventure? You should have maybe just done that yourself, then nothing would have really been a problem. Arven, I am sorry that I kept the truth from you so long. I inherited all the thoughts and wishes of the professor, and so I understand better than any. Your mother truly loved you. You can't just go and say a thing like that now. No, I suppose you're right. I am sorry. She didn't explicitly say that his mom's dead, though. I'm gonna have to break that news to him. Arven, Koraidon, Rogue, it is a little sad, but I'm afraid this is goodbye. Mom! Farewell, my free adventurers. I bid you adieu. What a wacky looking time machine. Well, time to go back to school. How could you just go, Mom? Arven, you okay, bud? Nimona, do not realize what happened. Yeah, somewhere deep down, I kind of already knew it. I knew that thing was fake, but when it said my name, using her voice and wearing her face, even if it was fake, it felt real, you know? And so Sorry, I don't know what I'm saying. That's okay. Gaius. I guess Koraidon is sad too, said Nimona and not Arven. Oh, but that battle form, how cool is that? It's so strong. It's alright. If it tries to nudge at me for a belly rub while it's huge like this, I seriously think I'm gonna die. Hey now, let's not skip over the big win there. Rogue and Koraidon just saved all of Paldea. That's right, you both did amazing. Thanks, Rogue. Yeah, that's my bud Rogue for you. I did lose once. It made me sad. You know, Arven, even though the professor's gone, I bet she's finally having a real fun adventure on her own. In the past, she forgot to bring spare batteries. She's gonna die soon. As a robot. Yeah, thanks, Penny. Yeah, sorry. What should we do now, Rogue? I need a nap. Let's go home. That's why it's called A Way Home. You said it. Come on, everyone. Let's make our way home. That was neat. I think some of it was a little silly. Robots and time machines and all that jazz. I think I would have liked it if it was just this was unearthed. But like I said, the future forms kind of throw that off a little bit. If it was just this is how the wild crater is and not this crater's here, but also someone made a time machine because the crystals are wacky, then I think that would have maybe been a bit better, but that was still fun. I feel bad for Arven. I guess that's the end. The game just goes to black and you can't play anymore. It'll start up again, right? Oh, hey, there it is. I really thought I was broken for a minute. Gee, Arven, why are you so sad? Okay, everyone, listen up. What is it? Let's take the long road home and get a little more fun out of this adventure. I don't really... Sounds great. If we can load up on snacks first, I'm in. Hey, Rogue, not you too. Come on, you don't have time to be a sad sack, Arven. Alright, fine, I guess we're doing this. At least your dog didn't die, right? That's a plus. Think on the positive side. What a wacky adventure. I found my treasure. It was friendship. Surprisingly, the real treasure was his friends made along the way. You see tonight it could go. Ah! So, we're not listening to that, but we'll talk about the game now. Obviously the game's busted. It is... could be better, but I think it is also really fun and definitely a good direction for Pokemon to take. If they could use some of the aspects of Legends Arceus, I think that would help a lot, like being able to catch Pokemon a bit more freely by just tossing. I can't believe they really put that Ed Sheeran song in this. Like, that's weird. I think the song's fine. I don't hate Ed Sheeran. I mean, it was really dumb when he was in Game of Thrones. But that they really decided to put that in the end credits, which is so strange. I think the openness of the game would be fine if Nurse Joy actually told you the next logical place to go based on levels. Because obviously, you can't just be as open as, like, Breath of the Wild. Because there's no feasible way for you to just go straight to, like, the Elite Four. One, I don't think you're allowed to until you have the gym badges. But you can't just go to the Elite Four and beat them with the level 5 Sprigatito. So, like, with a level up system, having freedom isn't quite as straightforward as like being able to dodge all the attacks and beat Ganon with a stick. That being said, giving you that option is still good, especially if you want to challenge yourself as much as you can. It's just I wish that there was something in-game that would be more concise without like being vague. Like, this is a mid-tier gym battle. Because like, what does that mean? Does that mean that's the 5th gym you should go to, or the 6th? Maybe the 4th? Who knows? But the openness was fun, and I think it did add a bit of challenge for me, because like, you know, I struggled with that poison gym. Not gym, the Team Star. I think the Team Star stuff could have maybe been worked on a bit better. I was thinking maybe if it was like more closely related to the school, it would help. Because there's not enough really going on at the school besides like going for the classes, which aren't really that big of a thing. I mentioned it before, the cars seem really weird. Like, I think the cars would have been fine if one person had them, but I feel like they should have all been like more of a biker gang, since, you know, Cyclozard was made for this game and Koraidon, Miraidon were made for that aspect. I'm surprised it didn't show us the pictures that we got taken along the journey. Like, that seems like that would have been a very straightforward thing to do. You could have even done it here with like the blackout screen. Like, that seems like a really missed opportunity. I always mention that I loved how they did it in Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire, where they actively like saved the last bit of battle from the gym fights. So you could see like, here's where you used your Tailo to fight that Makahita from the fighting gym. I thought that was really neat. Okay, the Ed Sheeran's gone now, so back to real music. Yeah, like, obviously, I know there was a moment where people were like talking about how, well, I think generally speaking, this game is one of the lowest rated Pokemon games. And people were like, oh, the review bombing. But like, there's legitimate reasons to give this negative reviews. It isn't well optimized. I think I heard that like the whole map is loaded in, which I think is on a technical level supposed to be a thing, because when you play in online, you can go anywhere you want to go. You don't have to be like tied to the host. But realistically, that's not a very smart thing to do, because then you have the frame rate issues. And ideally, if you didn't load in the whole map, you probably wouldn't have the low frame rate stuff with the characters walking around town or the windmills. I mentioned before, I do kind of wish there were like more traditional dungeons at a certain point, because I do miss those. Alright, credits are just gone now. Thank you, treasured friends. See the real treasure friends made along the way. But I do like the game a lot. And look at that picture. Ain't that cute? The end. I think really the school part is pretty half-baked, and I hate it just for the uniform aspect. Alright, my dorm. I'm never going back home. Ding dong, ding dong. Calling students to the director's office. Master Rogue, Miss Nimona, Master Arven, and Miss Penny. Director Clavel would like to see you in his office. Dong ding dong ding. The photo of you and your treasured friends to remember your journey by. I wish we could actually see it. Like, even if it just let us look at that screen again. Well, go to the director's office. Yo, what up? How it looks like the hero's finally here. Would you join us, Master Rogue? Where's Clive? We're in for an earful, aren't we? Guess we'll find out soon enough. No need for concern, you two. I'm not angry in the slightest. I merely called you all here to discuss your fine achievements in this year's treasure hunt. You shut down the professor's time machine and thus prevented the ancient Pokemon from running rampant across Paldea. Bet you didn't think you'd say that sentence this year, Clavel. Your actions were truly outstanding in every regard, and I couldn't be prouder of you all. Though your decision to enter a strictly off-limits area was admittedly regrettable. Heh, you've got us there. However, since this was necessary to protect Paldea and its precious ecosystems, I'm willing to overlook that particular point. Phew, so we're not getting raked over the coals after all. Oh, before I forget, Master Rogue, there's something I would like you to have. Each of your friends has received one already, so this one is for you. Okay. Well, there were like a lot though in that lab. Can I go get those ones? Oh, and about the Hall of Fame badge I gave you a short while ago, that gift is one we bestow only upon students who achieve truly remarkable feats. I expect you to honor that badge represents by striving always to serve as a model to your fellow students. You can count on me! I really didn't quite read that right, but okay. Splendid, such enthusiasm will surely take you far in life. And Master Arven, I was so sorry to hear about the professor. You have my deepest condolences. Yeah, Mom's dead. Well, yeah, it was pretty rough when I found out my mom had died. Yeah, I can imagine, but weirdly enough, my head actually feels clear now for the first time in ages. In the Great Crater, I got to learn a bit about my mom's research and what she was trying to achieve down there. Guess if you're building something as mind-blowing as a time machine, that takes priority over showering your son with attention, huh? All I know is I'm done feeling like some lost little kid. Done. Time to say goodbye and move on. Just like Ed Sheeran said in that song. I'm gonna enjoy every last day till graduation with my buds here, and Mabistiff, of course. He's my real dad. Well said, Master Arven. You truly are your mother's son. Of course, I must remind you that you've nowhere near enough credits to graduate. You'll need to study frantically to catch up, but I have every expectation of your success. What? I forgot to go to school! Let us not forget the other good news. Our academy has a new champion. Though we sadly cannot make your valiant deeds in the Great Crater known to the public, your new champion rank at least should be celebrated through the whole school. Ooh, I know how we should celebrate. We should hold a Pokemon battle contest. Seriously, could we not? Classic Nimona. Pokemon battle contest, you say? While your own vested interests in such a venture are more than apparent, Miss Nimona, I think it's a fine idea, but please understand that a large-scale event will be quite beyond us. We have many other school activities to keep an eye on, after all. Pardon my intrusions, I couldn't help but overhear. Who said that? Ah, you said that. The Pokemon League will, of course, happily lend a hand in organizing this contest. La Primera? Well, a most kind offer, Chairwoman Gita. I do everything in my power to nurture young, up-and-coming talents, though that's not to say only the youth have promise when it comes to Pokemon battles. A former gym leader, the developer of the Pokedex app, this academy clearly... Oh, I thought you were saying that Jock was a former gym leader, but you're saying that the teachers here are also interesting. This academy clearly counts many skilled trainers of Pokemon among its staff. As such, my suggestion is as follows. Students and staff should compete for the title of the strongest trainer at the academy. Whoa! We get to battle the teachers? You compete too, right, Primera? Is that even allowed? The chairwoman's not part of the academy, right? Actually, I think she's the chairwoman of the school board as well as the Pokemon League. Wait, for real? I mean, I knew she was on another level, but wow. Thank you for the invitation, Champion Nimona. I would gladly take up your kind offer to compete alongside you all, but I'm afraid my schedule is already packed tight with work that I simply must attend to. What do you do? Aw, can't you free up some time somehow? Well, I suppose I might be able to participate if Champion Rogue would agree to lend me a hand with my work. Where should I start? Excellent answer. Much obliged, Champion Rogue. To get straight to it, I would like you to go out and inspect Paldea's various gyms in my stead. Are they fulfilling their duties as beacons of strength and inspiration for all those aiming to achieve champion rank? Or has their brilliance started to fade? To find this out, I ask that you bring your full might as champion to bear against each of the gym leaders and test their powers in battle. Okay, rematches. They're all trainers of exceptional talent, handpicked by me personally. I do not expect you'll find any cracks in your armor, but, well, consider it a formality. This will also provide the perfect stage for your first appearance as a new champion. Since all the gym leaders will still be expecting me to carry out the inspection, I imagine they'll have mustered their full strength. I dare say they might be more of a challenge than when you faced them before. Probably. You get to have an all-out battles with the gym leaders? Man, I'm jealous. Now then, on another crucial matter, I'd like to discuss with Penny here how to patch the weaknesses in our league point system. But there's a bunch of anime I missed out that I was just gonna binge. Thank you in advance for your willing and eager cooperation. But anime, the next episode of Chainsaw Man, God, I mean, I'll do it, I'll help, let me help. Excellent, we'll leave you all to it then. Come now, Penny. Arven doesn't get to do anything, because Arven is still grieving his dead mother. This is awesome, Rogue. Show this inspection thing who's boss so that La Primera can join our tournament, okay? And enjoy taking another swing at the gym gauntlets while you're at it. I'll take care of filling out the forms and other administrative stuff so the ball gets rolling on the tournament in the meantime. I say it's wonderful to see you all showing such initiative. You each have a critical role to play. Penny assisting the league, our new champion inspecting gyms, Nimona arranging the events. Give it your best, everyone. Arven can make sandwiches for the event. Guess my role's so obvious it goes without saying. Yeah, make sandwiches for the event. Good job, Arven. Alright, before I stop playing for now, let me leave and make sure that nothing happens when I go out front. But yeah, that was good. With this rematch thing, I also kind of wish the gyms would follow the rules that Pokemon Origins had, where they choose Pokemon based on how many gym badges you got, so that they would just always match the correct level that they should have been. That would make things a bit easier for that too. But like I said, it also would have just been helpful if Nurse Joy's advice would have actually helped. But yeah, we'll do all this new stuff. We'll do post-game. We'll just fight these guys in the order I fought them last time, I guess. Curious if Team Star is doing anything in the camps. Whoa! How to change Koraidon's form. If you select Koraidon while the main menu is open, you can now have it change between its battle form and its ride form. Yeah? Your party is full. Yeah? What does that mean? I can't... Oh, I can still ride it. Oh, when I ride it, it just kind of gets... Okay, that's kind of awkward, isn't it? Now, where did my Tatsugiri go, though? That's the question. If I look at the held item view, it should help me a little bit more, because I know I have a different Tatsugiri. I did go get the Titan one just to see it. I don't want to pick up the item. I want to switch back to you. Alright. That's the game. We'll get rematches, and hopefully levels aren't going to be too important. But I had fun. Just, you know, continue to do this, but make it a little bit better. Just a little bit.